Change the, oh well, it's okay. Hello, hello, hello. Just going to attempt to put this in the group. And then I will put it on my personal page, and then I will come back to read the chat. Okay. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Good morning, good morning. Let's get this up to where I am. And great. Okay, I'm all alone today. I'm all alone. It's weird. A little chat thing in. It says, if you're here, please say hi. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Can you hear me okay, Lisa? I'm assuming you can. Um, Morning, Maddie. Can you hear me too? I am not seeing morning, Amy. Happy birthday, Amy. Okay, you guys can hear me? Great. So I did get my box in yet Friday, and I never do unboxing videos because I am too excited and I open everything up and then I think, oh, I should have done an unboxing video. But I made this layout today. It'll be on my challenge on Wednesday. It'll be on my channel on Wednesday. But I did this layout, life in color. And you know what I've been forgetting to do? I have been forgetting to mark off pages. So I know I've got at least two more. I'm sure I'm behind on this, but I've been forgetting to mark down pages. And this was the um, do a title with two different mixed alphas. That is week 7. I'm going to mark that off too because I finally done week 7. And then I know I did the sketch week 13. We're doing great. Okay. So happy birthday, Amy. Hope you're doing good. So this is the we got a couple minutes. This is the Color Me Happy collection. If you haven't seen that collection, it's amazing. I love it. And this is a picture of my Pink Boots Brewing Day. Super fun. So I thought I'd just show you that before we talk about what we're going to do today. And today we are pulling out Snow Pine Lodge. I got this. I don't know if it was in the 12 days of Christmas or when I got it. And we're going to be doing the bingo board. This is my last challenge for the crop. And I thought I would do this, which is the bingo board. Um, it is, I'm going to be using just the first row. So let's talk about the first row here. It is one photo. So what photo do I have? I have this photo of the infamous Stonington lobster trap tree. If you haven't been to the Stonington lobster trap tree, or you haven't been to a lobster trap tree, super, super fun. So 100%. You love that Star Wars sticker book you used on Friday. Where did I get it? You know what? It is a junk journal journaling kind of sticker book. I think I found it honestly at Staples. I will look for it, Maddie, and see if I can send you a link to it. But I think I found it on Staples. Hey, Terry. Terry, our girl is in Germany. Our girl is in Germany. I'll talk about that after I get through all of this. But anyway, so one photo, we're going to be using this photo of the Stonington lobster trap tree. Use a punch on your project. I have this old punch of a friend of mine gave it to me of snowflakes. And the next one is metallics on the project. I also have this very old, I'm pretty sure it must have come from either Michael's or Hobby Lobby, of our sheet metal paper. We're going to try to punch this. I miss Belle too. It's really hard. I will just say it's really hard because, you know, she's living her best life, but she's a lot more talkative. She makes it go a lot faster. I'm not going to lie. So I'm going to try to punch this sheet metal. We'll see how that works. Multi-font title. So I thought we would use, ready? Old Simple Stories chipboard Mary, the 49 Market Christmas, Under the Tree. 3 different fonts. And then the last one is a solid cardstock base. So I got out some cardstock that matches this collection. And what we're going to do first is figure out what we're going to do for pulling out the stuff from the snow and pine. Hi, Bobby. And if you guys haven't looked at this collection, so it doesn't have, I didn't get everything of the collection. Let me show you what I got. I'm going to put this stuff away over here. What I got from Snow Pine Lodge was the sticker book. So it comes with all these pages of stickers. And it is big on skiing, which I don't necessarily do, but I loved the colors of this collection. I loved the teals and the pinks and the peaches. So I probably won't be using all of the skiing or even the, I don't necessarily love the deer heads, but the rest of it, absolutely love. Sticker book. I got the frames, and I'm glad I did because now they don't do frames anymore. But one of the big reasons I got the frame is look at that. I know it's supposed to be something else, but it looks like the Skyliner. Where's Lisa and Maddie? So I'm thinking I might be able to put a sticker over Let It Snow and use this in my Disney album and when we take the Skyliner. So that's going to be fun. Hey, Bobby. Hey, Arlene. So what we're doing this morning is the bingo board. For those of you that are joining in, we're doing the first row. One photo, punches, metallics, multi-font title, and solid cardstock base. But anyway, I loved Simple Stories chipboard frames, and they don't do them anymore. So we're gonna keep those. And then I got the collector's kit. So let's look through the paper. Let's pull out some paper and figure out. And this is apparently just a. Oh, I was putting this. So this is the paper that came with. Or this is the backing of a 49 Market collection, but I thought it went well with this collection colors. So I was kind of putting it in here to use as a base. So, but let's see what we have in here. It does look like the Skyliner. Oh, Bobby. Okay, great. I will. You know what I'll do is I'll try to cut out the deers. And yeah, there's a lot of deer on here. But let's look through this in case you guys missed it on the sale, because there is still some available in the store. And I do think this is a collection that you guys should get. It's on sale right now. I linked it in the page. It's a great Christmas collection with kind of a more unique color scheme, and it's not too Santa-y. So if you are like me and your kids are a little bit older, this might be a great collection for you. So here is the sticker sheet. It is awesome. It's the old style sticker sheet. Um, and it has all these words, some of the words sleigh ride, winter wonderland, Christmas tree, season's greetings. We'll definitely be using some of those. But I just love like the pink sweater, like the little mittens and the gloves, holly jolly. Anyway, I love it. Cool. Okay, I'm gonna move my behemoth. Now this is supposed to be like a topographical map of the area, like showing you like the where you can snow, but it definitely looks like just a good pattern background. Then on this side, we have the 4x6 cut apart cards. And look, all of these super easy to use as titles, or if you did 6x8 or pocket pages. And I know I kind of talked about this on one of the crop posts, but I still do pocket pages inside of my yearly scrapbook albums because sometimes I have more photos and I don't necessarily want to do like 20 pages of the whole thing. I want to do just a page, and sometimes that's good. A very small holly print with some more cut aparts. Mountains, 'tis the season to be freezing. That's cute. Look at these gloves. Hello Winter, love all of that. Now this is one that I think I'm going to try to use today, which is the snowflakes, but it's like the teal color. And then it does have the 3x4s. And here's one of the deer. If I don't end up cutting that, we'll use that. Then a pretty pink and red plaid. I think this is one of the collections that does pink and red together well. Hey, Jackie. And then some of my favorite, these, when the fact that they're doing this now, where they have the different size journaling blocks on one of the pages for Simple Story. This is one of my favorite things they're doing now. I absolutely love it. Now, if you haven't done the make a list challenge for the crop, look at this. Making a list, checking it twice. You could have just listed here, and that would be a great way to use one of these cut aparts in your challenge. Then they do have the tags that they usually have. Another deer. This one actually has Dasher, Dancer, Prancer, Vixen, so I might be able to use that one. Then this plaid that to me is just amazing. And then some skiers. I probably will not use this side of the page. I'm just going to use this. Another plaid, which again, freaking awesome. With, look at these. C is for cabin, M is for map, F is for fireplace, G is for gingerbread. This is going to be really hard for me to cut this paper because of this, because I have a feeling I'm going to want to use all of these, but we'll see. Then it has the trees and the sweater pattern. The yellow polka dot, which is a great background. No problem. And Chef's Baby's Mama. I don't know what your actual name is, but I enjoy Chef's Baby Mama. I like that. It makes me happy. We are doing the bingo challenge using the Snow Pine Lodge. I'm just going through the papers right now. But we're doing the top line of the bingo challenge. And then it has skis. So once again, I will probably use it for this, but you could just use that as a pretty pattern. Another red and pink, a really cool floral, poinsettia. This, which is also just amazing, which is kind of a green star. The grid, but with the kind of lodgy look on the bottom. And then, last but not least, the paper that to me is to die for, the wood grain snowflakes. It's Gina. Chefs, I really need to change that. I was going to say, Gina, I didn't know that was you, but I love it. And then this one. So what I have is we need to do three. We need to do all of the top line. So the top line needs us to have a solid cardstock base. So what I thought we would do is pick one of these solid cardstock base and then do kind of a blocky, and what we might end up doing is getting out white cardstock and matting each one of these, but doing like 3 different blocks of this paper on a cardstock base. I am really leaning towards, I want this one, even though I'm going to cut up the Snow Pine Lodge and I'm okay with that. I think I want this one. And which other one? I wanted that. This one. And I think we need one that's a little bit different. Let's look. Maybe we go ahead and do the floral. Do those 3. And then we're going to put this photo. And what we're going to do is cut up blocks of these, mat them on white card, and put them I think we're going to go ahead and do this green as the base. Stick with me. I think you're going to like it. Okay. So let's start with this. And I think what we want, we're just going to eyeball here. We're going to do this as 5 by 8. Hey, T. Hey, Amy. So we are doing the bingo challenge. We're doing one photo, solid cardstock base, metallics, multi-font title, and punches. And we're using Snow Pine Lodge, and it is on sale. And I put the link in the put the link in the site because it really is cool. So let's cut this and let's do 5 by 9. Let's do 5 by 9. Let's see what that does. And that means we need 5 1/4 by 9 1/4 of this. We're going to do an 1/8 inch border of white around each of these. And that's just so it stands out. We've done a page like this before, but we used black as our border, but we're going to use white this time because one of the big reasons is our photo is black, is so black. So we're going to lay these out in white. So see what we're doing is we're going to create photo blocks of color on this green paper. And then we're going to have this photo be here with the blocks of color around it. So now we've done a 5 by 8. Let's go ahead and do a 4. Let's do a 4 by 7 of the pink. Oh, we can go ahead and do a 4.5 by 4.5. We actually have a 5 by 9, not a, I keep saying 8. 4.5 by 8.5 of the pink, which means we need 4 3/4 by 8 3/4 of white. And hopefully you guys will like how this turns out. This is super easy to do if you have a lot of paper that you want to try to use that kind of goes together, but you want to make sure it kind of stands out. If you mat the blocks of paper in white separately, it will just make it sing. Or in black. And I know we've done this page separately with black matting it. And that would work too, except in this particular case, first of all, this collection does not have a lot of blacks. And this was going to be 4 by 8. So I just went down a 1/2 inch on both of these. And then we'll create a 4 1/4 by 8 1/4. Cut this photo, and then we will see how this comes together. They are pretty poinsettias. 100%, y'all. I would go and look up the Snow Pine Lodge. It is, even if you're like me and you don't do a lot of skiing, if you're like Tisa, this is a perfect collection because she does do skiing. But if you're like me and you just want this for the papers and the color, okay, now look at that. Look how fun that looks. I'll move this over. Y'all, I just love how this looks. I am missing my sidekick. So as I get the photo together, I will just tell y'all. So I am running on about 2 hours of sleep. So I dropped her off at the airport. So we went to the airport yesterday at 3 o'clock. Well, 3:15. Because you're supposed to get there 3 hours early for international travel. So we did. We got there 3 hours early for international travel. And are you guys ready for this? The first of all, how do you like that? I'm gonna stop talking for just a second. I love it. Now I'm going to actually like line this up, but what do you guys think? Fun? Fun, fun, fun. I like it. Okay, we're gonna put these down and then we'll go keep talking. So we got there we got 3 hours early for international travel, which is what they say to do. And we get to the Aer Lingus line and their computers are down. Computers are down. And so they're having to manually like write down that they've checked everyone's passports and then write down the information for their bags, and it's not getting logged in the system. And I'm like, oh my gosh. Like, I trust that she's going to get on the plane, but I was not trusting that her luggage was going to make it. You know what I mean? So I told her, I said, okay, um, do you have enough stuff in your backpack just in case? And she's like, yeah, I'm good, I'm good. And then as we were sitting there, the IT guy comes out and says, we're about to do a computer reboot. Give us a second. So first of all, it was going really slow because they were trying to do everything manually. Then we waited another 20 minutes for them to do the reboot. And then luckily they were able to check bags and everything. But checking her in took what was supposed to be a quick 15 minutes kind of, I love you, bye, was like over an hour. So then we had a music bingo event for the local high school, which is a kind of a charity event for their safe grad night. And like I'm like walking in the door, and John's like, "We gotta go." So like I had to like get ready and go to that. So I didn't really have like a break from that. Is not even, is it? A break from dropping her off to that, and then her flight left on time. But you guys know, I'm sure you realize I didn't sleep. I'm not sleeping. I'm like waiting and waiting. So her first flight left. It was 6 hours. She landed at midnight our time. And then, so I waited till she landed. I got the notice that she landed. I was very excited. Um, and then I was like, she had to go from there to the next flight left 2 hours later. And I was like, okay, so I waited up for her. Okay, so the under the tree is going to be too dark. So we need to not have that there. I'm going to do Mary, and then I'm going to do Christmas under the tree. And then I waited for her to get on the next flight. So that was like 2 a.m. And then that flight landed at 3:30. And so I waited for her to land that flight. And then I know you guys, this is you guys understand. You mamas understand. Then I waited because she had to get in an Uber to take an Uber to the college. So she had to get through customs, first of all. So she had to get through customs. And then after customs, then she had to take an Uber to get to the college. So I, of course, this whole time, I'm just awake. So long story short, I didn't really I slept, my Aura ring that I have told me I slept 2 hours last night. 2 hours. I slept 2 hours. So I'm going on 2 hours of sleep. But Belle is safe and sound in Germany at her college dorm. So how do you guys like that? Merry Christmas under the tree? think that's good. Let's stick that. Love it, love it. Actually, I love the way this is looking. I think this is fun. So I like waited for her and she got to the dorm. Got to the dorm. So it's about an hour Uber from the airport to the college. So she did that. And now she's at her dorm room. And so, like, at about 6 o'clock this morning, I was like, okay, well, I'm going to sleep now. And so I think I got like an hour then of sleep. So I am probably going to crash at some point today, and it's um, not going to be pretty. Uh, yeah. Um, oh, Amy, so Belle is doing a um, graduate class for the Masters of Olympic Studies, and it is taught through, and it's a hybrid class, so she does most of it at while she's working. She can do this while she's working, which is great. But once a semester, they have to go to the college in Cologne, Germany, which is where it's taught from, to do an in-person. She has to take her tests, so she has to take her test there. So this is her 1 week this semester in person, and so she does. They do 1 week of kind of class review and then the exam in person um, there. So this is her second time going. She'll go 3 more times, I think. Um, but it's for her, it's great because they do let you keep working, which is kind of a big deal. So, okay. But yeah, so that's where she is. And she's very excited about it and loves it. So okay, now we're gonna take this sheet metal that I've had forever and that I've hoarded because one day I will need sheet metal. And guess what the day is? The day is the day that for the bingo challenge, I need to punch sheet metal snowflakes. So we're gonna see if this works. I haven't actually tried it. Oh, did that work? Ah, look at that. Okay, that is so cute. Oh my gosh. It's like making my own little sequence snowflakes. We are going to do a bunch of these while we talk. I'm happy she made it safely too. I really probably shouldn't stress because, she's done this now twice. She's completely capable of this. As John said, I was stressing for no reason. But I had to stress because she's still my baby, even though she's 26 and probably traveled more than I have now. Well, definitely traveled more than I have because she's um gone to Germany twice. So anyway, but she went through customs, had no problems, did TSA, no problems. So all good. No problem, Anna. I know I was stressing because it was my kiddo. Exactly. But here's the thing about this. Yes, this is completely doable. Is this much harder than paper? Yes. However, I'm just going to say, if like me, you have weird specialty paper that you've been hoarding probably for 20 years, Lord knows how long I've had this, get it out. Okay, I like the 3 and the 3 there. I think I'm going to do 3 here and maybe 3 down here. So we're going to do 6 more. But get it out. Use it. There's absolutely no... I'm trying to think of like another use of this paper and I can't think of it. And actually I have it in like 3 colors. And it was probably expensive. It was like the specialty paper from Hobby Lobby, I'm sure. Lord knows how much I spent on it. But I mean, y'all know we buy things and then we think to ourselves, oh, this is just too precious to use. I will save it forever. Well, that's kind of the part of some of the challenges in our crops is to make you think, hey, whether it's the punches, whether it's the tools, or whether it's the paper, just get it out and use it because it is your stuff and it's much better on a product project than it is sitting in a drawer. Is that 6? Yeah. So I have, we're gonna put these down. Oh, so pretty. Oh, and look, let me just tell you, this is like basically made my my computer mad because of all the bouncing. So I have, are you guys ready for this? One photo, check. Use punches, check. Use metallics, check. Multi-font title, check. Solid cardstock base, check. Like a die plate cut out of this type of material. It would be. I can try that. We'll see how it works. I think I actually have bigger snowflakes, but let's glue all these suckers down and then let's play with a sticker book because I do want to play with a sticker book and see if there's any stickers we want to put on here. But I kind of want to put something up here, which I'm thinking, and I know this is not from, I'm kind of thinking I want this little string of lights up here though, which I probably will just do. And I'm combining like this Holly Days with this Snow Pine because I didn't get all the other embellishments for Snow Pine Lodge. So let's stick down these. Anyway, so Belle is in Germany, and so she's not here with us today, but that's okay. She'll be back. Technically, she won't be back until late next Sunday night. So she'll be gone over a week, but she is going to have a good time, I'm sure. This is the module she's the least excited about because it's all about coaching. So like last module was the history of the Olympics, and she loves that. Then there's like an ethics of the Olympics, and she loves that. And then there's a media, which is obviously her background. But this one is all about coaching and athletes, which is not really her strong point. I mean, she knows a lot about sports, but she's not ever been a coach and she's never really studied coaching. So this will be the module she struggles with the most, but I tried to tell her, and it's hard, your kid, it's hard for your kids sometimes to understand this, but grad school C's are okay, right? I know it's hard to understand, but in grad school, it's like nobody looks at your GPA for grad school. In fact, I'm not sure I could tell you what my GPA is from grad school. Did I glue these down? Yes, I did. Aha! Love it, love it, love it, love it. Let's add some glue to this because I don't think that old chipboard is going to stay. Now let's look through the sticker book. Exactly. Grad school, the most important thing is finishing. Okay, we have some more of these bigger snowflakes. We might use those. I don't think we're going to use any of those. I don't know. Do it. No, I think it was to knowing that day. Get outdoors. Here's some. Definitely put this floral. this Christmas tree, which I know I'm just using it, but here's the thing. Just using it. So basically, I'm just decorating this because these already kind of are colored enough. Kind of want something down here. Let's see if the sticker sheet that came with the collection has, I definitely want to use some of those words. Let's just see. Hmm. What do we like? Do we like? It's cold outside, winter wonderland, and the holidays? Oh, bye, Amy. Happy birthday, Amy. Winter wonderland. It is cold outside, and that is too big. I need something smaller than the holidays. I do have winter. I have loved this. I have peace. I kind of like that. There we go. Winter Wonderland. It's cold outside. Peace. What do you guys think? And I know it is 30 minutes in. We finished a page, but my thought was we might do something else. But anyway, what do you guys think of this? Do you like it? What is it missing? I know what T would say it's missing. I think I should get out some white and splatter. Right, T? Is that what I should do? That's what I should do. Let's get out my white splatter and splatter on it. See if that finishes it up. Well, it's 30 minutes, and technically I spent the first 10 showing them Snow Pine Lodge. But you know what? Sometimes that's just the way I'm my jam. You're always down for sweaters. I assume you mean splatters, but I also like that you're down for sweaters. Sweaters are great. Oh, look at that big drip that did not get on my paper. Yay. And one of the things I will say is when you have, like I've got this solid card, this green card, it does sometimes need a little something, something. I am not the biggest fan of using solid card backgrounds, but that's one of the reasons why when I made the bingo board, I put that as one of the options. Oh, look at that one big, huge glob. Is because you need to challenge yourself. And for me, this is challenging myself because I really don't do a lot of solid backgrounds. I do a lot more pattern paper backgrounds. In fact, there was just it'll be on my channel at 1 o'clock today, the scrap lift from this week's Scrap Lift Crafternoon, and she had a white solid background, and I changed it to a pattern paper because I was like, yeah, I don't see me doing this as a. Oh, it looks good. We gotta wipe that up before I get it everywhere. Whoosh, whoosh. What do you guys think? So, did the bingo board, did one photo, solid card, punches, font title, all of that to do a picture of my um, Stony Brook lobster trap tree. Love how this looks. I love that kind of. So just remember, you can do big blocks of pattern paper, put the white border around them or black border, do it like this. An easy way to use, perfect for scraps too. Anyway, so I think that is fun. So B and T are here. They're besties. Exciting. Anyway, so I am done with this page. So let's see what else we have to scrapbook. And let me show you. I have these two square photos from a business trip I took back in 2014. And I thought I would pull out Pink Lemonade and show you Pink Lemonade. And let's do, assuming I can find it. Second, I'll be right there. I gotta find where I put it. So I got Pink Lemonade at the crop, and I thought we would do just another page using these two photos from this business trip that I took in 2014, and let's do it using Pink Lemonade. And if you remember the challenges for this one, it was 4 embellishment clusters, 4 pattern papers, or um, 4-word title. But we will most likely use, look at this, we're going to use this as the background. Cut these. We're going to find a solid. Let's pull out a yellow solid. Yep. To mat this, cut these up. No. We could either do that, or we could see if we could challenge Jessica to do another randomly, if I can find the bingo board. Let's see if there's another. Uh, Look at this. We could do this bottom line. Movie title is your title, because I could do Working Girl. Use florals on your projects. There's definitely floral paper. We could use 3 pattern papers. We could put some gems, and then we can tear a page. Let's try to do the bottom row. Let's just try it. We got 30 minutes. Technically, we got 20 minutes. I think we can do it. I think we can do it. What do you guys think? There's no reason we can't. Do it, do it, do it. I love it. I love this collection. I bought it twice. I didn't realize I bought it twice, but it came in and I bought it twice. I think it's an amazing collection. It is so happy. It is like, and we'll get to the stickers in a second and I'll show you the stickers. So let's start with, we're going to mat these on the plaid. I think we're going to use the yellow, but we're going to do something a little bit crazy here. First, we're going to mat these on this plaid as one big, it is very springy. It's a very spring collection. It's very happy. And it does have a lot of pinks. It does have a lot of pinks and lemons, but it also just has a lot of really cool florals and other things. So if you're not a big like lemon person, that's okay. See, there's a pink with lemons on it is kind of the jam of it. Okay, we got that. Right. So one pattern paper. I need two more pattern papers. And what we're gonna do, we're gonna use this and we're gonna cut it 6 inches straight down. Put that there, put this there. And now what we need is one more paper that we can put kind of maybe over here, and we're going to tear it. So let's look through and see what paper we want to tear. Got this one. We don't need another yellow floral. Ooh, love that. Love that. Do we want the stripes horizontal or do we want them vertical? I think we want the stripes horizontal. And then we want it this way. I want the white. Okay, look at that. I'm going to do this. Put it right here. Okay, now this is too wide for me. I'm going to cut it down to 5 inches. You can always make things smaller. You can't, it's really hard to bring things up. So, okay. Look at that. Base of the page done. We've got florals, 3 pattern papers, and we tore in distress. We just need a title. Look at that. What do you guys think? Super fun. I will show you the rest of the pages and the we're going to be sticking out. This was what she used on the challenge, by the way. This was what Sarah was using on the design team live. It's such a great collection. Excellent. Excellent. Fun, fun. Think we're gonna put it on the edge over here. That just to anchor that page in a little bit. All of this we're doing with no prior planning. We're just letting the paper speak to us. Fun. Oh. Okay. Super fun. Super fun. What collection is this? This is Pink Lemonade. This is the Pink Lemonade collection. And what we will do now is I gotta look for a title. I want the title to be Working Girl. So we're gonna go directly to my favorite thing because one of the bingo boards was bingo things was to do a movie title. And that's the pink I have, which is not the best pink. Do I have another pink? Ooh, I have that blue. think we're gonna do the blue. I'm in the zone. I'm in the zone, man. Let's get this out. Alphabet soup. Robin egg. Oh, mint. Sorry, it's mint. I assumed it would be Robin Hood. So then I just want it to be working girl. I think I want it down there. W. O. How many of you saw Working Girl? It was I believe that's the name. Maybe I'm getting the movie wrong. I should ask Siri, right? Somebody ask Siri, is Working Girl the movie with Dakota Johnson's mother? What's her name? Melanie Griffith. Where she goes on the train to New York. Oh, and then now I take the train to New York and I'm always like, I'm just like Working Girl. Yes, love it. Exactly. Morning, Michelle. So we are doing the last line of the bingo challenge, which is movie title, florals, 3+ pattern papers, and a gems and tearing. So we've torn, we have 3+ pattern papers. We're putting the title at the bottom here, that is Working Girl. And then we are going to add some gems. And after that, we will get out actually, we'll probably go ahead and look through the little pink lemonade embellishments first, just so you guys can see them. And then we'll add gems at the end. But I did want to get the title on before I started doing that. Look at that. Super fun. Super fun. So let's go through these. There's more. Yeah, there's more. So much, so much. But let's start with what we have here. And let's look on the back to see if there's anything we like. I want the love this life. I kind of want that cute little butterfly. Maybe a couple butterflies. And maybe that camera. This is the chipboard. So actually I might do picture perfect sunshine because I don't know if you can tell that sun was like directly in our face. Picture perfect sunshine, butterfly, fun. Maybe I won't take the camera too, just because I don't want to waste everything. Does have pink lemonade though. Maybe we'll do a floral. Okay. And I'm going to do picture perfect and fun instead of, I do have good times. We'll leave that out just in case. And I might leave that out because we went and found, and I know it's from 2014, but I still vividly remember, we went and found this random Mexican restaurant to go eat at. And the guys, Amy and I, that's the other lady, and the guys were like, where are we eating? And we're like, just trust us, just follow us, it'll be fine. So, and they did, and it was fine. Because Amy and I were like, we really want margaritas. And so, anyway. Okay, let's put these down and then we'll add other things. So I think I'm going to do this here, this here, little butterfly, picture perfect sunshine. We'll put that there, picture perfect sunshine, put the floral here. Good times and fun. What do you guys think? Yes? Yes. Let's glue these down. I do like the cameras, but I want to save it. I know I'm hoarding. I'm doing exactly what I told you not to do at the beginning of this video, which is don't hoard things, but I'm hoarding that camera because I feel like I'm going to use it later. Fun. This chipboard comes in the bag now. It does not have It does not have sticker on the back, so you need to add the sticker. And this gentleman right here is the owner of the wedding dress shop now that Katie and I are going to get her wedding dress. Just a fun fact. That's exciting. He has a wedding dress store, and I am seeing a sunshine in this one. And you know what? We're going to pull that sunshine out. So there's just all kinds of die cut, and they're super fun. Anything else in here we want? I don't see anything else that just calls to me from this pack. I don't know that I need any other florals because we have all these other florals. Let's look at the foam stickers. Y'all, we're going to have done 2 pages. We're going to be doing good. Still need to add gems to this. So I'm going to forget to add gems or else I won't have done the bingo. Let's add the sunshine. Let's look at the foam stickers and then let's add those gems. How's everybody doing? Very cool. Always go with margaritas. Exactly. I'm in love with all the Simple Story collections too, Anna. So if you didn't, we're here in the beginning. I did the first page using the Snow Pine Lodge, which is available still in the store, and it's one that I think a lot of people overlooked. I'll show you that page again in a second. And then Pink Lemonade, I just thought it was the cutest collection ever. It just is. It just is the cutest collection ever. Okay, so what I'm struggling here with is I don't want to use hearts because these are like my work colleagues. So I'm just going to put a flower, and I've already got enough titles on here. So lots of really cool choices. I don't think I need it on here. So let's just pull the gems up. I am going to put this away so I don't lose it. So you guys are going to get a little extra time here where I'm putting it away. But 2 pages in an hour, not bad. Not bad at all. 2 pages in an hour with 2 different collections. I just ordered the yellow. I don't have the yellow sparkly bits yet. I do have these from Pink Fresh, but they're a little orange. I have the white from Pink Fresh. I don't think I have any pink. That is just very sad. Where are all my sprinkly bits? I have the blue, but that blue's kind of, I don't know. Why do I not have pink? I mean, I ordered pink from Michelle, but it's not here yet. I have these. I think we'll just go with the white. It's kind of funny that I don't have pink. Okay. 2 hours of sleep. I know the 2 hours of sleep thing is killing me a little bit right now. I'm not gonna lie. But, 2 hours of sleep, no bell, 2 pages. I think I'm doing pretty good considering all of that. Oh, I am gonna crash though. I am gonna crash eventually today, and it's gonna not be pretty. Okay, so let's add 3 gems up here. Let's add 3 up here. Let's just keep them in the diagonal. So we'll add them in those little sections. Ooh, almost knocked that whole thing over. That would be classic for the day. Anyway, so Belle will be back in a week, a little bit over a week. And then, so probably my next live, you guys will see her again. But I know she's having a good time, and I'm sure she missed talking to all of you. I should have brought up either Bridgerton or Wicked or the Olympics or something, but I will tell her that everybody missed her. And she is going to have a lot of fun. They're doing a cultural night and they're doing a sports night, obviously, but so fun. Okay. And excellent, excellent, excellent. Excellent. So, Pink Lemonade, super fun collection, super springy. Highly recommend. It has all kinds of great colors. And that is this, which is the bottom line of the bingo board. Movie title as the title, florals, multiple pattern papers, glitter or gems, tear, and distress. So I think we did that. Excellent. And then the other collection we used was Snow Pine Lodge. And to do that, we did the top line of the bingo board. One photo, punches, metallics, multi-font title, and solid cardstock base. So we used two different Simple Story collections, both of which I personally think were a little bit overlooked. So please go run out and get those. Thank you for joining me. This is officially my last crop challenge. So now I have done all of them, which I'm excited about. And with that, I will see you all in a few weeks. I'm going to be creating the April calendar. How did it get to be April so fast? Calendar pretty soon. So you'll see that coming out and then I'll know when I'm going live next. But thank you guys so much and I will see you next time. Thanks everybody.